Hey there, it's Lowell Wild Jr. Today is our third episode in the series of Making a First Impression. 2 weeks ago, we talked about answering your phones better. And last week, we talked about people entering your building, entering your office, and getting to the front desk for the first time, and how important those first impressions are. Today, I want to talk about first impressions through your online position and your website and your online profile. Today, when people are looking for a doctor, 78% of them will go online to check out the doctor, check out their website, check on their online profile, whether it be Yelp or Google or other sites that rank and rate doctors. So let's first talk about website, because many times the first impression that anybody has of your business whatsoever is your website. They've searched the website, they've heard about you from somebody else, and they go online to search and see what is going on with this practice, where are they located, let me find some information about them. Many of us have developed websites over the years, and unfortunately many of us have let them just sit as they were developed many years ago and haven't done anything new or fresh to them. Well, let's first talk about, if you don't have a website, you need to have a website. It's a basic need for doing business in 2020. If you do have a website, what does your website look like? Does it speak to your audience? Does it speak to your customer? Does it speak to your patients in a way that represents who you are and who your practice is? So let me talk about Wild Foot and Ankle Institute for a minute. We've gone through many iterations of websites. And 2.5 years ago, I did a whole redevelopment of our website. And that served us well for the ensuing couple of years. But then a year ago, I really started to look at where our website was. Did it represent where we were today and going forward? And the answer was no, it was not. So I went out and I looked at different website companies and looked for somebody who could really serve the way we wanted to position ourselves on our website. And we did a redevelopment of our website completely. We've actually launched it only a couple of weeks ago. If you want to go check it out, I encourage you to do so. You can see some of the things that we've done on our website. We've made it very easy to use on mobile devices, which is super important. If your website isn't available for mobile app, it needs to be, because most people now are looking at websites through mobile applications on their phone, on their iPads, and things like that. Do you have videos? People like to see videos. Videos in Google match really well together, so your rankings will go up if you've got good, concise videos that talk about your services, talk about your organization and your doctors and things like that. Make sure that it is easy to search on your website. Google looks at that. And there's certain things that good website developers, people who understand medicine and all those kinds of things, will be able to put into your website so that your rankings go up and up and up. Also, for many of you, you have websites, and if you go to some pages that says coming soon, well, it's been coming soon for years. So why would you have a page that says coming soon when people land on it, they don't really see the information? And how fresh is your information? Are your pictures fresh? Are your colors fresh? Are people represented on your website no longer a part of your organization? You've got to keep your website fresh, new, and clean. And really importantly, your website has to have call to action, meaning it's got to have something on it that makes patients want to contact you, call you, and there should be multiple ways for that to happen on your website. And if you're not doing that, you should really, really look into it. Because when people are looking for that first impression, your website is often that. You also need to look at your reviews and making sure that your reviews are good. You can't control bad reviews, but you can control good reviews. What I mean by that is when you've got happy patients who love you, who love your team, who have loved an outcome, ask them to review you. Tell them how important it is for them to review you. Because the more good reviews you get will offset the bad reviews that will inevitably come and often aren't your problem and haven't been your fault. But unhappy people will leave unhappy reviews, and it's very difficult to get those off. So you need to have a lot of good reviews to make sure that those negative reviews that may come are not important. So when we talk about first impressions, right, we've talked about the phones, we've talked about them walking into your office, but one of the most important first impressions in today's environment is your online profile, and in particular, your website. So take a look at your website and see if it is up to snuff for what you want to portray. And if you like our website and you want the information on who developed our website, please send us a note at support@footandanklebusiness.com, and we will be happy to tell you who it was who developed our website. Have a great week.